Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more The Incredible Machine. Yeah, continuing from last night, I've had a bit of a play around with the settings, graphical-wise, so I am able to run it full screen now, not a tiny window, and I think it looks better on the stream as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna do a bit more of this tonight. Probably not a super long stream again. I do have to get up reasonably early tomorrow, so we'll do a few of these and see how we go. Alright, let me just boot it up. It's running through a different version of DOSBox now, which is a lot better. It looks nicer too. This one's better, like, pixel accuracy, which is pretty cool. Alright, and I also figured out when I was setting this up, so this is supposed to be a copyright protection. You're supposed to, like, check the pages of the manual and choose the correct symbols, but you can just literally choose anything and it goes through. So I don't know, maybe GOG adjusted it before they released it or something, so you don't need the copyright protection. But I thought that was kind of interesting because I accidentally clicked the wrong one and then it still worked, and I was confused. Okay, so we want to put our password in, which I have here. Flangy ZK5998Q1H. That should be it. There we go. And we have our score still, so that's cool. Alright, well, we'll see how we go with this one. See how we go. My timer is broken. Why is it not working? One moment. Oh, it is running. It's just not updating on the stream for some reason. Oh no, there we go. It is updating. Okay, cool. The goal is to pop the balloon. We go to smiley face. We've got some very useless balls right here. Alright, so what are we going to do? Is this weird gravity? No, it's normal gravity. We have a trampoline. We have a rocket. We have a ball. We also have a trampoline under the ball. So what are we going to use? Probably want a gear, right? We have... Oh, we do have a bulb. Do we want to use the rocket for anything? I feel like the rocket's not really going to be that helpful. The gear seems the most useful, but I don't know how we're going to get that to work. So let's see what happens with this tennis ball. It seems to be like weird gravity, actually. It's not reverse, it's just like low gravity. Does it actually tell you here? It does. We've got low air pressure too. I'm not really sure what the air pressure does. I'm a little confused on that one. So we could flip a switch on here and get a gear going. But we need to get the balloon up there somehow. Can we put a ball under it and not... We don't have a ball. Okay, we don't have a ball. We have a rocket. We could light this and just see what happens. Somehow light it. Maybe... Where does the ball go? Ball's kind of our only, like, source of motion. Goes in there. That does not help me. Alright, well let's just I just want to see what happens with this rocket. So Goes there. Doesn't do much else. This is all we have to work with. We can't pop the balloon with a magnifying glass, can we? I think I tried this earlier. So we know that's the right orientation because we lit the rocket with it. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work. What if we let the ball just do his thing? See what happens. Okay, it knocks the balloon. So I think we're just going to put like a switch here. Put a gear up here somewhere. Oh, that's not been plugged in. Okay, there we go. This is a weird one. But we got there. Alright, save Bob the fish from the cannonball that will smash his fishbowl. Cannonball must fall off the bottom of the screen. Okay, so this one. Wait, how are we going to do that? What do we got? Okay, well we're going to have to do something here, right? So this is kind of a given. Probably, I see. We probably need to put this here. Put the candle on here. We've got one of these. That did not do anything. It also did not do anything. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. I guess we can use this to light the candle, but then we need... We need to open this, so maybe just a pulley. And a conveyor on there. Sorry, a belt on there. That's gonna do it too quick though. So maybe on this one. That's also too quick. No! Okay. Let's flip it around. Now what? Okay, that should do it. Now we're just gonna wait. Now we wait. Perfect. Tribology is our new password. Okay, deliver the 2 pails down onto the metal pipes on the bottom of each. Sorry, on the bottom of the screen. You must deliver 1 pail to each side of the screen. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens. What have we got to work with? Not a lot. We have 1 ball. We have a mousy thing. Let's put this here. Actually, let's not put it. I'll put it there. I just want to see what happens. We do this. Okay, nothing happens. Let's put over here. Okay, well that one's easy, it just goes there. The issue is gonna be getting this one out somehow. Unless... no, this... How are we gonna get it out? We've got heaps of these. I guess we could blow up all this. Maybe just blow up this side. That's not gonna work because this is gonna be in the way. Okay. I think we need to get one over here before we get one here. Because we could blow up this wall. So maybe... put one there. What is the point of this one? I have a plan, kind of. That is not the plan. Okay. We need to blow this up somehow. Maybe we need to drop the ball down here. Although it's not going to reach the torch, is it? Actually, the torch, sorry, the candle's not going to work on there because it's too tall. Okay, it's going to be something to do. Actually, maybe we can... Can we launch the rocket up here somehow? We have a torch, magnifying glass. We have, okay, we have two sources of light. See, but we can't, like... Can't really put that in there. This is gonna be tricky. What do we want to do here? We want to get rid of this wall, I think. Like, if we get rid of these seem like they're set up so we can put these on them. Whoa, game. Don't die, please. Right, we've got like the exact amount to put these in, but like, what is that going to achieve? Blowing up all this. I feel like it's not going to achieve anything. We need to get a source of ignition. Like, we could fire a rocket up there. Somehow. It's like like a weird conveyor belt here too. I don't understand this one. Okay, well let's start with this. We'll see what we can do. We need to light this candle. Oh, no, we don't necessarily need to light this candle. We could use... a torch. But we still need to get the ball over there somehow. Whoa! Okay, that one went somewhere. Oh, let's just get rid of that for a sec. Stop. Does it help us? Maybe? I don't know if that helps us. Get one in there. That one just goes somewhere. I don't know where that one goes. Into space somewhere. I guess we could use the gears. We have a lot of gears actually, so... Can we just put this here and stop it flying off the screen? Nope. Maybe like here? Okay, that thing's gone. We cannot stop that thing. I'm gonna stop it some other way. Maybe like that. Okay, well that's something. Not exactly what we want though. We want to get one down here somehow. I guess we could put the gears up here to stop it from flying off. And then also achieve the same purpose. This one. Oh, so it already has one. Okay, this... I don't know if this is the right thing, but we're gonna go with it. These ones come down. We need this open. I don't think we can get that open somehow. There's not really any good way to separate these. They both basically go on the same trajectory, so... maybe... we can get that one in there. This is a tricky one. I feel like I'm approaching it from the wrong angle. It's got to be something to do with this wall, right? Because this one's solid. This one's not. But this seems like it's supposed to be like this because of these little ledges. But like, I don't know if there's any purpose to this dynamite. Like, what is it doing? It's not doing anything, really. It's getting rid of that brick, but that doesn't help. I'm gonna restart it. I feel like if we could. We have one ball. This is the problem. Like, what are we going to do with this ball? I feel like maybe a candle? Will this light from here? I kind of feel like it won't. Oh, we don't even have the ball there. But we also need this ball to, like, do other things. Maybe like this. Oh no, it doesn't reach. I feel like if I have to squeeze it in this tightly, it's probably not the intended solution. Oh, I can't attach this. Wait, what? Is it too far away? That should be close enough, right? Or does it need to be there? Oh, okay. Alright, well this makes it a little bit more tricky. Doesn't reach. Doesn't reach. What about that? Well, that's not gonna work either, is it? 'Cause it's not gonna... So we did 2 of these. This is not gonna be the solution, but I just want to see... We need to have like 3 gears here to be able to reach. Okay, this is not going to work. What if we just light the dynamite? can reach. So we can open that wall, right? Okay. Okay, unless these are intended for this. Maybe it's like a red herring. There's not really enough room though. We still have 2 left. I'm very confused. Very confused. Really understand this. I don't think this conveyor belt's that helpful. Can we squeeze some gears in here? No. I guess I could drop other stuff, right? I could drop the dynamite. Start a conveyor. So what if we put this one on here? Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, it's too far away. Why does this have to be so close? Damn it. Okay. Doesn't have enough roll. Okay, so that's gonna move it that way. We need maybe just some dynamite here. Get that one moving. This is gonna be in the way though. This one's so hard. What the hell? I was thinking if a bucket could fall here and then land on this conveyor and then get pushed this way, but this is going to be in the way. Alright, restart. Restart. I think it's to do with the gears around this area. Can't reach to there though. So we probably need like one there. One here. We can attach. Actually, we probably don't even need those there. And that'll get that going. In the wrong direction. So that one's fine, that one goes in. That's not the problem. The problem is dividing them. Somehow. How can we divide them? We start these conveyors, they both go over here. What if we start just this conveyor? What happens? That could be something actually. Right. That pushes it onto there, and then we get we need like a delay to get this one working somehow. Maybe the ball, we just need to bounce it in a weird way. It might be enough. I feel like this is definitely not the way to do it. But, oh no, this is going to be in the way. I need it to be like there. It might be enough. Might be enough. You can go a little higher. It's kind of just like a delayed fuse almost. Okay. So then we need to turn on this one. Is that going in the right direction? Oh, now the gears are in the way. Always something. Okay, cool. That's working. So then all we should really need to do oh, we need another gear. A lot of gears in this one. Is this gonna work? Oh, this gear's in the way. Shit. Oh, go, go, go. Phew. Yes. Okay. I think that's probably not the way to solve it, but it worked, so who cares? The cool thing about I think the second one, once you solve a puzzle, you can then view like almost like the intended way to solve it, which is quite cool, because then you can see like what you were supposed to do. Well, like maybe not what you were supposed to do, but like another way of tackling the puzzle. I think the ones after this one are more like lenient on how you do it. It's more like open, which is kind of cool. We'll probably play some of those at some point. But like this one, I feel like they have like an intended way to do it, and not as much wiggle room for solving it in different ways. Which is fine, but okay. Abrasive. We got abrasive. To advance to, yes. See, there you'd usually get, on the new ones, you get like an option to view the way to do it, in their opinion. Kelly the monkey is not getting enough exercise. Your goal is to make her ride her bicycle. You can do that. What's our standard air pressure, standard gravity? Very good. Okay, what happens? Not much. We can launch a rocket. This is where we're going to start. We're going to launch this rocket. That rocket is going to go to space, which does not help. Do we have a... Maybe this will help? Somehow? What do we need to achieve here? We need to just pull. think we need to hit it from this angle, right? So we probably need another rocket here. And something to light it. Which would be... what would be good for hitting? Who knows? Alright, well we can start this with this ball. See where that gets us. What? Why don't I go that way? Okay, that gets the rocket in here, but not really where we need it. This is not really helping, is it? Must be to do with the rocket, surely. Where can we put this? Thought maybe we had to guide the rocket, like, through here, but I don't think that's going to be it. This seems very complicated. We probably need to get this ball over here somehow. Oh, we probably need to get this ball in here so it can... yeah, see, this fits pretty well. So it can hit this ball over onto like a trampoline, maybe. So I don't think this is right. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Trampoline is going to be the key. We've got to get it onto this trampoline. Maybe like this. Maybe this is it. Oops. Nope. We probably need to put it down here. Actually, we probably need to put both of them down here. That'll make more sense. Okay, that gets that there. Gets that there. And probably this goes in here somewhere. We have a balloon, so the balloon can probably start there. Is that gonna do it? Oh, come on, ball, you can do it. Oh, you can do it, come on. Is it going the right way? Is this going the wrong way? I keep putting these in the wrong direction. There we go. Yeah. Deformation. What the hell? Yeah, see, this one was easier. The last one was like really hard. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. I guess it's the cool thing about this is some are like tricky for some people and not for others. Alright, what do we got? Sort all the balls, put the baseballs in the left container and the tennis balls in the right container. Yeah, they basically fall at the same speed. Wait, what was it? Baseballs in the left. Okay. We have one gun. We have some ramps. We have 5 ramps. Okay, these ones need to go this way. This is not gonna work. Ooh, kinda works. But would need this one to... That disrupts it. Maybe if we shoot the rest of them. Maybe we would need to shoot them quite low. Maybe we guide one this way. Okay. I have a plan, but I don't really know if it's a good plan. It's a plan. Oh, it's one of them. Oh, that one jumped out. Maybe we need it to be down here? Then it's not going to get in the container. We almost have something there, but not quite. Almost. These ones don't. Is a gun in the way? Okay, so those go on fine on their own. There's more. Okay, there's more tennis balls than baseballs. Maybe we're gonna do it the other way around. What am I doing? Oh, get this out. Get out of there, seahorse. Seahorse? Seesaw. Not seahorse. Alright, let's go in, but the baseballs is the problem. We have all this like pipe and stuff, but I'm not quite sure. These ones don't bounce as much. Interesting. What the hell's going on with this? Stop. This one's too bouncy. Maybe an extra ramp. Okay, let's get those in there. Now maybe the gun will work for the Which one do we want to do? It goes the other direction though if we do that. That's the problem. Damn it. No, why? Okay, that might work. I'm still kind of relying on the gun here though. And it also needs to not get in the way. This is going to be the problem. I think this is going to be the biggest problem. Damn it. This isn't going to work because these fall too quickly. I feel like it's definitely to do with the gun though. Can we, maybe we can, how many of these have we got? Ooh, maybe we can just hold them here. We need them not to interfere though. What? It doesn't work? It's weird. It's almost going. What's hitting it? What's stopping it? This is stopping it. Ah, so close. Which one's coming out? This one's coming out. Okay, that works. Now we just need to see if the gun will work. Although we need this probably to be lower. Oh, now it starts interfering with that. Oh, we're almost there. Okay, how can I fix this? Let's just see if this is going to work first. That might be a smart idea. Oops. What the hell just happened? Why can't I attach to this? What? Excuse me, what the hell? Huh? No, stop. Just put it away. Come back. I can't attach to this. Oh, there we go. What? That was weird. It's only going to shoot one. Oh. Okay, the bullet stops once it hits one of them. So that is not going to work. This one's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's kind of almost something. Not quite. Okay. We need to stop these from bouncing out, but we don't want them to stop the other ones from getting in. Oh, we just need to get one more in. How are we going to do this? Which one is it? It's this one here that's not being affected by anything. Maybe a seesaw. Oh, they're like stopping each other. I haven't got anything else to use either. Maybe it needs to bounce off something. Wait, what is this one doing? Oh, it's almost... Can we, like, move this down? No, I can get these ones in. I have a plan. Okay. No, I don't really have a plan here, do I? Because we need to... If I flip this, it's gonna mess it up. Oh no, that works. Okay. I'm really curious what some of the actual solution... Oh my god. Okay. Solutions for some of these are... Okay, now we're gonna get this ball in here somehow. Okay, this could be a problem. What? How are you still hitting that? Oh. It's so close. Come on. What is this one? Oh, this one's stuck on the seesaw now. How are we going to get this one to move now? Damn, we were so close. Maybe if we put the seesaw, like... We need to put it somewhere where it can, like... Holy shit, we can hit something. Hmm. Oh. It could almost work. Just this one. Now this one's gonna be the problem. Any of these ramps not really necessary? Maybe this one? We're back to the issue we had before. Damn it. So close. Alright, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get it out of my sight. What if we put the seesaw up here?
Welcome back.
Problem we're gonna have. I see this one. This one doesn't move enough. Hey, Born. Welcome back, and Merry Christmas to you as well. How are you doing? Trying to solve some puzzles, but it's not going well. This one is very tricky. I mean, it's probably not that tricky. It's probably just tricky for me. Holy shit. Okay, so now we have to get what we have to do, right? We got to get these yellow tennis balls into this area, and we're going to get these baseballs into this area. We only have a limited set of things to accomplish it with. I feel like we just need to like yeah, it was pretty good, thanks. It's pretty good. Pretty relaxing. Ate lots of food, as usual. And then just chilled out, so it was very nice. Nice presents from Santa. I did get a few good ones, actually. Alright, I'm gonna restart this, because this just clear my head on this. It's not a very... No, it's not. You're right. You're right. It's not very Christmassy at all. I didn't really have... We were actually thinking of streaming a... That's not gonna work. Thinking of streaming like a Christmassy horror game tomorrow for a horror stream, but I couldn't think of any. The only one I could think of was like Alone in the Dark 2, but Morgan would like Morgan would hate that game. Okay. Why? Why, balls? Why do you do this to me? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's like a way you can set these up in a specific pattern. Thing is, if we do like this, it almost works, but not quite. Plans for New Year's Eve? I don't think we really had any plans for New Year's Eve, to be honest. Probably just a quiet one. We might go see some family or something. We haven't really got any like events on. I don't think we really wanted to go to anything like, you know, with lots of people at the moment with the whole COVID situation, so probably just chill out at home unless something else comes up. How about yourself? Ooh, actually I have an idea. These are too wide. I don't think this is really going to work the way I want it to. See, that almost works. We plan to party like it's 1999. Is that what you plan to do? Party like it's 1999? Can't remember what I did in 1999. Like I didn't party that hard though, because I was probably like 10 years old or something. God damn this. This is like feeling like we're getting close. We need these not to bounce back out. It's part of the problem. Yeah, that kind of works, right? But now we need to get these ones in. This is the issue. Without messing with the tennis balls. Seems impossible. We have a gun, but I'm like, I don't feel like this gun's very helpful. Six, but I think people partied very hard in the new millennium. I would say they probably did. I remember going to like a New Year's thing when I was a kid in like the millennium, the new millennium, but it wasn't like, obviously I was only 10, so it was just like some family friends and stuff, not a raging party or anything. Man, I'm like over this puzzle. Over it. There's no hints or anything either. You just gotta like keep going till you get it. Yeah, there's no hints. Remember the only JLo song where the big digital clock tower went out when the... I remember the clock tower. I don't remember the JLo song though. But you're probably right. That sounds like something they would have played in 1999. Alright. This is gonna drive me mad. The thing with this, right, is the baseballs do not bounce. They basically just land. And then they have no momentum. Whereas the tennis balls bounce a lot. So that's gonna have something to do with it. Waiting for tin. Oh, yeah. I think I know that one. The title definitely sounds familiar. They fall at the same speed. We don't really have enough ramps to like do anything helpful with. I feel like I'm approaching this too simply. It was going to be like way more involved in it. We can do longer ramps, but like the issue is we don't want them to interfere with each other. I wonder if we made it so they like almost cross over. See, that kind of works, but now we only have 2 ramps left. So it's only going to take us so far. These ones are going to hit each other, that's the problem. So we do this one down here. This is kind of close, but now what do we do? I'm almost tempted just to look this one up. I feel like I remember this one from when I played this as a kid, and I don't think I ever got past this one. Or if I did, I like probably fluked it. Planning cooking a big pile of chili. Playing old video games from PS1, PS2. Much fireworks at midnight. And even more drinks. It sounds like a pretty good night to me. That's how I'd like to spend my New Year's. We'll have to see what happens, though. Oh my god, okay. I don't want to be on this one all night. Maybe I'll do a different one. We don't have enough pieces, like... These here, we can shoot the gun once with these. The gun can only, like, move one ball, though. This is like the worst one so far. Oh, that other one was bad. This one's definitely the worst. That deals with those. Now... we need to, like... somehow get these to move. We have 2 of these left. Okay, that gets those in, so it's just this last one. Which maybe we can use the gun. Well, look at them go. Oh, they weren't stopping. How about a nice game of chess instead of this game? Yeah. Game's starting to test my patience. All the other puzzles haven't been too bad. Oops, this one is not great. Whoa! That ball's gone. Oh, it's that. I'm gonna stop that. Oh! I mean, almost had something there. Ah, but then it blocks that wall. Whoa, okay. Gotta eat lunch, no worries. Enjoy your lunch. If it's lunchtime for you, I should probably be in bed, but I want to give this one a few more goes. Like I'm almost there. About a pipe here to stop them escaping. What? Why did it go over there? Well, I wasn't hitting that before. Oh, are you kidding me? Why has it changed to where it goes now? It didn't move anything. Oh, ow. Ah, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, we need to put something like... we haven't got anything left. Do we need this up here still? Need to put something like here? Oh. We did it. Oh my god. Okay. That one was ridiculous. We got 1337 for our score though, so you know, all is good. Alright. Glad that one's over. Okay, we'll do like maybe one or two more. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I don't want that to be the last puzzle. That was painful. Alright, you must pop all 5 balloons. We have a candle that comes down. We have some gears. So what's gonna be our best way to pop these? Probably with the candle? I feel. Maybe if we light it and then get it onto the conveyor. Or yeah, I think that's probably going to be the only way we can do this, because like we can't move these, can we? If we do this, they won't move. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to conveyor the candle over here once it's lit. Can we put this in here? We can't go that small. But we don't really want it to fall through that gap. Unless we can like... Whoa! Bye! Bye, candle! Oh, the candle doesn't get stopped by this. What? Oh, it does. Okay. Alright, so we need it to be lit before it reaches... Actually, we can probably just time this rocket. Whoa! Okay. That's not it. That's not the way to do it. Rocket, you're too quick. How are we going to slow this rocket down? What if we use a trampoline? No? Maybe this isn't the best way to do it. I mean, we could maybe just use... Okay, stop rocket, you're not helping. Maybe the trampoline. Will this give it enough time to light it is the question. I'm gonna go with no. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Oh, it's close. Maybe this could be slightly closer. It's lit, but it's not in the right place. I'm tackling this the wrong way. This is going to be another painful one. Is this a reed one? Are we up to the reed ones already? No, we're still on green. Jesus, okay. I'm not even up to the hard ones. Go back. Okay then. Well, what are we going to do? The rocket. Does the rocket help? What if we... I have a plan, but I don't know if it's a good plan. It's probably not a good plan. Why can't I attach this? Why does this always happen? Is it too far? Must be too far. God damn it, mouse. This candle's gonna get in the way of my plan. See, because I thought if we just like fired this rocket up, let the conveyor like kind of almost scrape it against the balloons. Might be too... Oh, it's going the wrong way. It doesn't help. Oh, see? There we go. Almost. One more. Move this over somehow. Need something else, maybe... Anything else we can drop? We don't, do we? Oh! Almost did it on its own. Didn't even have to do anything. I feel like we're very close here. We have two of these. We just need a way to activate both. Okay. See, sometimes you can just like... Oh no! So close, come on. I think that's too yeah, it's too short. Keep going. Oh. Damn it, it's getting caught here for some reason. These gears, I don't know about these gears. I feel like they're kind of useless. How else can we do this? I'm annoyed this doesn't work. It should work. so close to working. Yes. Okay, we got it. Get it. Adhesion. Alright, see, there's all these gears here. It's like, there's obviously another way to do this. We should actually look it up. What was that one called? That was 50. 49, what was that one? I want to look up 49 as well. And I think this one? Yeah. What were we up to? This one? No, this one. This is one we just did. Okay. Replacing Bob's bowl. So 47, 49, 50. I'm curious. I'm gonna have a quick look at what the solution is for these. I should be able to bring it up for you guys too. Give me a moment. Gotta find it first. What is this? Credible Machine episode. Credible Machine puzzle. Solutions? I wonder if that'll bring it up. All levels solutions. 1 to 87. Wait, it's only 20 minutes long? How the heck does that work? Okay. Can I bring this up for you guys? Hopefully, where's... Okay. Give me a sec. Let's have a look. See how the pros do it. It's looking alright. Okay, can I mute this game? This is very loud. Game, please. Turn it down. I guess that'll do. Alright, what do we got? This is all solutions, apparently, in 20 minutes. We've done that one. Oh my god, this is very loud. Okay, let's find this. Maybe there's a list. No. We did that one. These ones. Okay, this is where we started tonight, so it shouldn't be too far off here. 45. 46. Alright, this is this one. It's a little bit pain in the ass. Oh, I see, they start with it set up. Wait, that's it? Okay, these these obviously aren't the intended solutions. But that's pretty clever. Maybe there is no, like, intended solution you can look up. This looks pretty complicated, and kind of the way that we handled it, just like make them fall a very specific way. Okay. Alright. I thought there was going to be some, like, super amazing ways to do it. We can look at the specific. What was that one? 50? see how they handle it. This is a very long, it's 4 minutes long. Just cut to the chase. Oh man, this looks like it's getting very complex. Why is this so slow? What the hell? Come on, internet, you can do it. Internet, please. This video is broken. The one I was more interested in was that ball one. What was that? 49? Does it say no? I feel like these are just going to be people doing trial and error as well. I don't know why it's... Okay, there we go. This looks a little bit more like it has some purpose to it compared to mine. It's just mayhem. Just praying they bounce in the right direction. Oh. So they didn't even fire the gun. Okay. Well, that wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So we could see some like the actual way you're supposed to do them, but maybe that doesn't exist. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see if I can find anything. Alright, we're gonna do this one. I'm not sure if we'll pass it. I should already be in bed, so I'll give it a few goes. If it's really hard, I might leave it till next time. Alright. So what do we need to do? Break the... Rob wants a new bowl. Break his bowl so we can get a replacement. What have we got? We have a ball. We do not have any other ways to break the fish tank, so it's going to have to be the ball. We're probably going to want a conveyor here. And probably a motor here. That goes the right way. There. Okay, that drops it to there. It's not really gonna work though, is it? Unless we bounce it here. Okay, that was easy. See, this is the thing. Sometimes they're like... I think sometimes you just find a way to do it easy, but there's probably other ways to also do it. Like they got a monkey here, they got all these other bits. Probably some very convoluted way to do it. Sometimes you just find the easy way, which is very nice after those other last bloody puzzles that were a nightmare. Okay, well let's write down this password. Spectra Z27 D7 1Q 6T6. Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, that'll be me for tonight, I think. We've done some good stuff. We got a few done. I think we started on 45. What did we start on? Yeah, 45 we started on. And we got to 52, so we've done like 7. That's pretty good. We're not anywhere near the red puzzles yet. When do they start? 89. Lord, I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to be a nightmare. But yes, I'm going to finish up here for tonight. I'm going to go get some sleep. Me and Morgan will be back tomorrow with some horror stream. We'll be starting The Cat Lady, I believe it's called, which is, from what I can tell, it's like a point and click, horror-based point and click, which has some good good reviews, some good feedback on Steam. So yeah, we're going to jump into that one. I'm not sure how long it is. I feel like it's probably like a shorter game because it was only like $3, I think, to buy it. But it looks interesting, so we're going to jump into that one tomorrow. And then I will be back with whatever we end up... Oh, let me bring that poll back up. Whatever ends up winning in the poll, I'll be back with in the weekend. I think last time I checked, it was between Hitman and the next Tomb Raider game, which I did start playing. I think I did like the first 2 levels. Oh god, be quiet, sir. Where is that poll? I should have a link to it. I do have a shortcut set up, but it's currently set to the wrong poll, which is not helpful. But here's the poll if you want to chuck a vote on there. We have a 4-way tie at the moment for games. Quest for Glory 5, Stone Keep, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and Hitman Absolution. So yeah, we'll probably get into either one of those in the weekend, whichever one wins. But yeah, tomorrow will be some horror, the Cat Lady. And then we'll get back to some Incredible Machine at some point as well, probably during the week. But yes, thank you for tuning in, and I will hopefully catch you next time. Goodbye.